What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream, everyone. Morning. Watch list has been confirmed. Yes, it's accessible. That's good. So you guys can check it. If not, then on the top left side, the watch list is always there, anyways. So what's new? So basically, I am watching Crdf for a gapper and IPHA. Now, IPHA I'm not too crazy about. Because of the volume. As you can see, these 2 days, the main days, it had quite a bit of volume. Now anything under 20 I don't like to trade at all, because you can get even if it does work out, I really don't like slow stocks. Like a few days ago we had, so it just can be a little bit too much, and also it's sometimes it's not worth the time. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this. If the volume builds up on this, please let me know. IPHA, if the volume builds up. Other than that, I'm not watching it really. Just keeping it on the side. Now, CRDF, guys. Morning, everyone. Morning, Silver. CRDF is, to be honest, this is this is a phase 1 trial. I mean, these things I've seen 90% of the time fade off and fill the gap. Now, having said that, you know, that's not something that I will go with as a bias. You should never have that sort of bias, but um, you know, probability wise, they mostly fade off. Now, we might see a bounce. If I do see a bounce or a pop, that's even better for me, because I can get a better price to short it at. That's what I would say on this guy. So I am looking to short CRDF for a better price. At the moment, it doesn't seem like it wants to do it, so I'm not going to chase it as well. I have already located the shares and everything on this, so I am prepared for it. That's pretty much it for the gappers. Today is strangely, there aren't any gappers that's interesting enough for me for a long side. So I will be a bit, I think it might be a bit too slow today. My watch list isn't big enough as well. Bbig, we know the drill with Bbig, guys. Now this might produce us with shorting opportunities. We will just have to say, we'll just have to wait for that 5-10 minutes of chop initially at the open. So if we can wait that out, then we might get a nice little trade off of Bbig. So one of the main watches would be Bbig. Sprt, I am looking for a probably second day continuation, but the way it's been coming down is extremely weak, so don't be surprised if it starts to fade off again today. But ideally, I would really like it to bounce a little bit before I can actually short it at higher price. If I was to take longs on it, it will have to be something really strong. Mostly short biased again, and Sprt. Sorry guys, whoever is with TD or IB. And I've got new here. This is something that wasn't really on my watch list, but daily looks interesting to me. As it starts to pop towards 39s, I will start to look for. There is weakness, as you can see on the daily. Quite a bit of weakness coming into it, and volume is coming in with the late the last 2 days. So today might be the 3rd day of red, but I would again ideally like it to bounce at least to 38.50s for me to consider this. I am watching this on the side, just on the side. AMC. I know what's going on with my voice, guys. Just give me a second. Okay, so hope that's better. All right, so where are we? AMC. Now AMC had a beautiful daily yesterday. It just didn't have that follow through. I really expected this to close above this flag breakout or pennant breakout. It did really a good job of breaking out, but it didn't do a good job of staying outside that level there. So I am, to be honest, on this one 50-50. If it does give me the possible long setup, I will take it, but short as well is more than welcome. You know me. So on this one, guys, I'm not too biased. Either side, I will take it if there's a setup. Ater. Ater's interesting. Ater is interesting. Daily looks really nice. Now this is what I expected from AMC. A very similar scenario. The only difference is let me just go and explain this. Okay, the only difference is the AMC looked far better, cleaner because of this move. So we're looking at this sort of breakout, especially at the 8. If I was watching it yesterday, the way I would have seen how it broke out 8, and I would have definitely taken something around 8. It was very clear that 8 was holding here. Oh, beautiful. This, okay, we can talk about this later on, guys. Let me just, especially who is solid here, because solid has been asking some decent questions about breakout entries and things like that. I want to explain this scenario here. Remind me on Ater later down the line, yeah. All right, so Ater daily looks good, guys. Maybe for a possible long. We want that 9 at the moment is hitting 9, so we want that to hold over and under 9, and if it starts to bring up that 9, 10, 920s, we will start to look into longs. Hey War, solid, how's it going? Yeah, remind me later on. I knew it was you. Anyways, so that's Ater. Possible long setups, if it does occur, we'll take it. And the only thing with this Ater is just that it went 10.30 and closed around 9.20, so around the dollar sort of rejection. That's what I don't like on the long side. That could also be a sign of a small, a lot of selling pressure on it. Afrm is interesting. This, I believe, everybody can short, so I hope you wouldn't have any complaints on this. I am watching that 90 level. If it does pop to that level, I will look into shorting at around that level, and maybe even close to it, 89.50s. So I really want this to pop, because it's already, as you can see on daily, it's already done quite a bit of move from 100s to 87s. So I really want this to pop to 90s and over and under this zone here. And if it doesn't pop, then I probably wouldn't really chase it. CCJ yesterday never gave us a chance, guys. We were looking at it here, and I did mention, guys, if it does after this wash, there was a chance here under 23, but that was too early for me. I wouldn't have taken that anyways. But over here, I was mentioning, please pop pop to 22.80s or something like that. You know, any pop to any levels, I would have taken that, but it never did, as you can see. Just, you know. But today I don't expect that much of a move because it's already done that. So I am keeping an eye on that on the side because I have a very small watch list today. So that's pretty much it, guys. Best of luck. Take it easy. Wait for your setups to come to you. Never chase a trade, right? And control your risk. Remember, that's the only thing you have control over in this business. Right, guys, just remember, just about a minute for the open. Now, I want to ask you guys, can you, how much of a delay do you guys get from my, let's say you are actually looking at your chart, right? And how much of a delay is there from the stream? I hope there's not a lot, because remember, sometimes I'm taking trades very quickly. I do explain them. It's 4 seconds. Oh wow. Ooh. Okay, that could be trouble. See, the thing is, my style is, you might have seen me take a trade like instantly as well if I see a setup. But that's like, you guys will get that after it has moved. Now sometimes I take a trade and instantly it moves like 5-10 cents, so I have to be extremely careful. I don't know how to deal with this, guys. I really wouldn't like that much of a, I mean, even a second is a problem for me, but a few seconds we can deal with, but 4 or 5 seconds sometimes. Okay, that's, yeah. Okay, what I will try to do, guys, is it's open, guys. Market is open. I am not trading at the moment, so I can just quickly remind you. What I will try to do is I'll give you my thought process. I will give you levels of where I wanted to reject from, and then some stop loss ideas. So after that, it will be all up to you guys, because that's what you need anyways to start trading on your own, guys. All right, let's do this, guys. Best of luck. Okay, as you can see, guys, Bbig really failed off of that 10, and I really want that Crdf, sorry, not Crdf, it is Crdf Oncology, so Crdf to actually really pop. Okay, okay, alright, come on up. 994. Right, if I was going to take early trade, I would have probably shorted it right about here. 99, just stop over 1004s, 1005s, something like that. But you see, this is this is why I wouldn't trade at the open. This is a really good example. I hope you understand. Now this is good, guys. The pop is really good. I really want that pop to come in, but if it's really strong, then we'll have to wait for the backside. Come on, Crdf, pop a little bit to 850s. Crdf, not very clean, but yeah, Crdf, I wanted to take it at pre-market, but I just it was so much of a illiquidity there that I just got thingies. But I will definitely wait for it on the side. Let's have a look at Bbig. There you go. You see this? Like, how are you gonna trade this from 975 to 1020 in 2 minutes? Like, I mean, yes, if you're a scalper. Okay, okay. It's good now. At least we know the levels and borders of our chop, which is 1020 and 975s. Now what you can say to yourselves, guys, as long as it's trading in between that level, I'm not gonna touch this thing to avoid being chopped out. So wait for 1020s to break, or wait for 975s to break for either side to take any trades. Alright, guys, Clove is popping 980s. I would expect this to be rejecting from 980s or 10s, so there might be a possible front side short on this, but I would rather wait. I want to see how it reacts around 990s, 995s. So keep an eye on Clove. Um, let's see, what do we have here? Yeah, it's coming up to that 995. Could be interesting, guys, this one. Some volume coming in though. Alright, what are we looking at? 990. Yeah, definitely around 10 areas, guys. I want to watch how it reacts over there. If you are gonna base your trade off of 10 level, just trying to keep your stop just over 10, about 5 cents. That's why we needed to get to as close to 10 as possible. So keep an eye on CLOV for this area between 990 to 10. Okay, what else are we looking at? AMC, Bbig, Clove, and Sprt. Yeah, for HUT we have to be watching that BTC. Let's have a look at BTC. I'll keep it on the side. Yes, looks rather interesting. Hold on. No, not yet. I'm not touching HUT yet. Right. Eight with 815s. Clove. Oh, okay. SPRT looks good. Just wanted to bounce a little bit higher. Guys, SPRT did not bring that bounce. I was expecting a little bit of a bounce on it, but since it didn't, so it's a sign of weakness continuation. So there, I am thinking of possible short on it around 23 areas, but I want to see how it reacts from there. It's already rejecting from 2260s, which could lead to the price not even getting to 23. So I think this is weak, so I'll just wait for 23s at the moment. Still early for me. Okay, SPRT looks clean, really clean right about here. 23.40, 22.40, 22.30 cents, 75. SPRT. On SPRT you will get some spread as well, guys, so be very careful. If you're not going to short it at the ask, you can get quite a bit of slippage. We're talking 10-20 cents slippage on that. Uh, did you guys? Oh God, Clove. Oh my. Uh, damn Clove. Shoot. Just didn't get up to that 980. But if I had seen those two red candles under here, yeah, there was a trade there. I missed it. And this, guys, sign of weakness. Anybody in on it? Um, I would expect a slight bigger move on it. So Ater is going for it. Ater, it looks interesting. Ater is now breaking the pre-market highs, I believe. Yep, and very interesting. So this 930 area was a big level there. This area here, 930. Sprt looking really nice right now. Sprt looking really nice, but I am not going to be trading this. It's very expensive. But yeah. Okay, Ater. 930, it does a pull back to 930. You want that 930 to hold. If that holds, guys, this could have a potential to try to take out 10 actually. The cleanest trade I've seen is on Sprt, but it's just too expensive to short. That's the problem with it. So it's just beautiful, especially after this rejection off of 23. I was mentioning 23 pop. That's what I meant exactly to the tick. Anything under 23 was a short there, and I know it's quite expensive, but this has potential to run big. So right, Ater. Huge volume coming in on the last bit on the pullback. As you can see, low volume. So this is a healthy pullback at the moment. What we are seeing is still early in my opinion. It could just chop around here as long as that 930 is holding. I think it's got some potential, especially on the break of 950. Okay, AMC interesting, guys. Keep an eye on AMC. Pop to 46.10s. We want that. Oh, Crdf, Crdf, come on. Okay, I am trying Crdf right now. I'm in Crdf, guys. Crdf. Just around 8 here. Around this area here with a stop over 827s. So after that rejection, this shouldn't come back and take out the high here. If it does, then we are still in that chop. Yep, AMC. Watch AMC, guys. Keep an eye on AMC. Right about now, in fact, just waiting for that rejection AMC. Let's have a look at the ask. You want to pay attention to that ask area here, guys. Might be a good training for looking at the ask as it approaches those levels. 95, 96, 94s. I don't see much there, to be honest, but it's holding. That's the thing, it's holding, it's pushing it down under 40s, 45, 90s. So now 97s, let's see, 98s. Okay. Right, that's holding. So far it's holding. So I'm going to start, guys. AMC, I'm starting 45, 90s. What did I get? 90s. On AMC, I would really like my stop to be over there, but if it does show me strength, I will get out here as well. But over the VWAP would be the stop on this, 46.25s, around that area. And stop somewhere here. So we are in AMC. Now this bounces, I don't like on it, but usually AMC will do that. If it was another stock, I'll be worried about these bounces. But yeah, just keep an eye on this trade. You want to make sure that you're not giving much after the VWAP. That's the whole idea behind it. Alright, looking good. AMC looking good. We want this continuation. This red candle looks really nice, but we want that follow up for that. So we want another nice little red candle follow up from it, which is looking good. Seems like it wants to do that. Right. Ater, sorry, Ater. No, as you can see over here, that didn't hold. You can see that clearly. Not even a single green candle there. Yes, there was a little bounce there, but that really didn't hold. Now, Ater is weak. I'm not looking for longs on this at all. Because it should not, on the breakout point, it should not have come back this much. Even if it did, it should have been on and off and then reclaim back above it. Now it's actually a short under 9, right about 9 in fact. Ater. Ater is a short under 9, guys. Let's have a look at Crdf. It's popping with some volume, but there's a lot of short sellers coming into this. You can see clearly this volume as soon as it went up to this is what I meant by 850, 845s. Now if that 845 gets taken out, or 850s, then that could be potential a small squeeze, but I don't really expect it from this. So if it does pop, I might look to short it, but that's a little bit of an advanced entry, guys. So let's have a look. 0.18. Okay, just be careful on the Crdf if you're short. We haven't taken anything on Crdf yet, but I think if it does start to break that 850, a small little squeeze might come in. Right, AMC, I am out, guys. AMC, I'm out. Watch on the side. AMC has taken me out. 46.20, I think 23, somewhere like that. So this I should have taken some out, 45.40s, but I just couldn't. So that was a little bit of a mismanagement there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this Crdf is. There could be something around here right about now. 850 is an area, so I am watching this. What else are we watching? I'm gonna wait for CRDF to actually really give us a direction. At the moment, it seems like it wants to take those highs out, and if it does, it could run. So we don't want to just get caught on that run. Now, it could easily just flush down, which means we are gonna miss a trade, but that's fine. BBIG is producing a nice little short here, guys, under 1010. BBIG. We are looking at about let's say 1020s, 22s, about right about now, about 10 cents to 15 cents stop. BBIG. Ooh, okay. I haven't taken it yet. I want to see what it does here. Is that if that reaction comes, rejection, it might not come. What I'm expecting on this is to come back under VWAP now. If it doesn't, then it could be just a chop. Yeah, just gonna leave it alone for a minute. Just a bit choppy. Okay, that Bbig. I am gonna start here 1020 guys, 1020 Bbig short 1020, and I'm gonna stop at 1033, 33s, 35s, right? 1020 is something I got in. Just going against me. I might exit it very quickly though. If it does break that high, this here, right? Oh yeah, we're strong. Strong. Just gonna wait on it. Just waiting on it. Yeah. 1029s are getting taken out, but they're holding nice. Okay, the stop will be over here, guys. My short is around just over 1020s, right over here. I think I'll have to check. 1022s, yeah, around here, guys. I'm just risking very little on it, just about 12 cents. So I am short Bbig, second trade, 1022s with a stop 1035s. On card, Crdf, be careful guys. Whoever's shorting Crdf wants to take that out. If it does take that out, maybe exit it here, don't hold on to it, because if it does run, but this is a good thing at the moment. Whatever is happening is a good thing for short sellers. Right, Bbig, come on, come under 10. Actually, guys, Bbig, I don't like the way it's trading right about now. I'm gonna exit. It's actually a long setup, so I'm exiting 1028. 1028, I'm out. Bbig is a long setup, guys. I don't like to keep. If a setup occurs opposite of my position, then I will exit it. I will not take the opposite just yet, but I will exit it. So this was showing that sign that yep. So I mean, after this, whatever it does doesn't matter. This is my long setup, so I have to exit it. It could just easily be a chop between the 990s, 1060s. It could be that chop before it does that move, but I'm just not gonna risk very little risk on it. 1022s to 1028s. We're looking like 6 cents, guys. 6 cents. Okay, Crdf might finally have given up. Crdf. You know, on Bbig, it looks like it wants to continue down, but I would not be very comfortable on this unless it breaks that. In fact, tens. So this reversal that it came, actually that could have been a healthy, but that could hold. So if you are short, still short on it, watch that 10 area. Take some off if you can. I know it's early, but that could pose a problem on Bbig. Now on Bbig, if it starts to reclaim the VWAP and start trading over 1030s, there could be a possible long as well, but it's kind of weak at the moment. Just watching this. CCJ. I was watching it. Just too illiquid. Too illiquid. Yeah. There was a possible short around here. Beautiful area. If it didn't look like this, right over here, very good good catch. But right here, this red candle was the entry. But you know, it might provide some really decent move. The thing is, whenever I see these, you see this in between the candles, gap, 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 gap. That's just a sign of illiquidity, volume being a problem there. So I just don't like that sort of price action. Bbig might provide us with a long setup, guys. Finally, Bbig, look out for a long setup on Bbig 1027s. Just need that volume to come in with a stop 1020. So we are looking at about maybe 25 cents stop over 1030. Over 1030, ideally. Now I want to see this actually. Bbig. Come on, Bbig. Alright, I'm in Bbig, guys. I'm in with a 20 cent stop, 25 cent stop, long 1030s. Here we go, here we go. Let's go Bbig. Be big for us, will you? Stop will be 1011s, around 1011s. See, that's not good. See, that's a fake breakout. So we have to be extremely careful here. I want to see how it reacts around 1020s as well. If that holds, then it could be bringing in more volume. So just going to give it some room around 1010s is the stop. 1010s. Yeah, that's that VWAP needs to hold here, guys. Could be bringing some chop here before actually decides to move. Just going to be slightly patient on this. Right, so that's not looking good. It shouldn't close like that, guys. So I am gonna start to get out on this one. I want to see how this candle reacts here. 10/16s. 10/16s. Okay, that's holding, so we are okay. Our stop is here. 10/13s, but I just don't like this. So yeah, that's just a chop. We got. So I'm definitely keeping my hard stop here, 10/10s, guys, if in case if it does come down. If it does reclaim again, that would be a good thing for a long. But I'm not too happy with the way it got rejected from the breakout. So that's a clear fake out. But sometimes there could be a chop before it actually starts to move. 10/15s. Yeah, 10/15s is a good stop actually. 10/15s might be a good stop right here. But better stop was, I think, 10/10s. 5 cents difference. I'm still in it with the stop under here, 10/10, guys. Honestly, if this does work out, then I would say I am lucky on it. But I don't think it's gonna work out because of this. Could be a short actually here. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out, guys. 10/10. There you go. Look at that move. Yeah, Crdf is going for it, guys. I am watching that. But on Crdf, I'm not too biased on the long side. 850s, 860s, if those start to hold, then I wouldn't really, especially if the volume is coming in and it's not breaking. That's when you have to be a bit careful if it's not breaking with a volume coming in. Sorry guys, just looking at that Crdf for a possible. I just being careful on it for a long side, to be honest. Still not really looking for a long unless it breaks that A60. Now if it does, then it could run with CCG. Yeah, that CCG turned out to be a good trade. Just didn't like the volume. 846. There's a nice, I think, short on Bbig around this area here. Just been so choppy, this one, but at least it looks like it wants to make up its mind with the 1020 a risk with the 1005. So I'm gonna try that, guys. 1005, 1006s, maybe even get a better price. Let's see if we get a better price. 1006, 1006, 1007s. Okay, 1007s. All right, 1006 is fine. It doesn't seem like it wants to give us 1006. Last chance on this one, guys, for me, and the break of the view app. I will be out. Right, watch Crdf. It's about to start its move. So short Bbig one last time, 1006, and 1021 is the stop. Okay, Crdf. Okay, this looks long setup. Just about pre-breakout. But that 850, as you can see, 850, it breaks it and comes back in. Now, you want that 850 to be broken and be left alone. I feel like once Crdf actually gives up, that will be it for it. At the moment, they're trying to really push that, or maybe even do some liquidity hunt over the stop runs around the breakouts. But once it gives up, I think yeah, it just might give up properly, because there's a lot of battle going on at the moment around this area. One has to give up, right? So we're waiting on that. Ater is interesting though. Ater is interesting. Where's my Ater? Ater for a possible long here, guys. 930 with a stop 910, 930. To manage to get myself 931. That's a long, guys. 931 with a stop under 910s. I think this might be the start of that move down to on Crdf. Still early to call, but that is a sign, initial sign now. So just isn't giving me very clean. So I'm gonna wait on this. If it does give me a clean setup, I'll take it for a short, but at the moment it's not yet. Yeah, Ater daily looks good. As I mentioned earlier, the only thing I'm worried about on daily is that pressure, uh, that yesterday's close pressure. So this here is actually kind of like a sign that yes, there is not much of a momentum continuation. But here's the deal. Now, if it starts to creep up that 960s, then for it's going to look very strong on the daily as well. So that's the anticipation of it. But over here as well, there was a nice little entry over 960 as well. If it does give us a nice chance, we will take that long re-add as well. Fine, a freaking Bbig. Yeah, finally. Bbig has always been doing this. I mean, for the last 2 days, if you watch the stream, I think we had two back-to-back losers on it, and the third one works out, or the second one works out. So Bbig has been doing it, but today it seems like a much more choppier than usual. Yeah, Crdf trying again, guys. This might provide with a long setup here. Crdf. Just keep an eye on this, guys. If it does bring in more volume on the break of that could go. Now also remember on this one, it could pop over 860 and then come back as well. Because it's just hunting that stop and liquidity. So I would definitely wait up on it, guys, because it hasn't decided yet. It wants to do it, it hasn't done it yet. So there's no point in anticipating on this one, because it's not as much of a catalyst behind it. If there was a strong catalyst behind it, I would have anticipated a breakout, but no, not on this one. There is trying, is trying. Okay, Ater. Come on, Ater. We want you to break that 960. Daily looks juicy if you break that 960. If you don't, then yeah, we'll just, it might be one of those inside days. So 960 is the one we need you to break. Ooh, Sprt. Sprt, this is what I was expecting. The second day bounce. It's bounced up quite a bit and it's looking like it wants to break that 26 now. Interesting. Interesting. And as well as Clove. Clove is coming back. 990 again on the Clove, guys. If it does, as you can see, quite a few times it's rejected from that level. If it does start to reject again, there's two ways to deal with it. Once you can take a very tight stop short on it, but don't expect that move to be much bigger, because what it's doing is it's trying to attack that and getting closer and closer. So that's not good for short sellers. Once it gets closer and closer to tens and the pullback isn't big enough, then that it could lead to a breakout. But I don't think Love is strong enough to actually take out that 10. But I might be wrong on this. We just want that Ater to break that high. Put an alert here, 965. Put an alert if it does break. Ooh, Bbig under 10. Really choppy, really choppy. I expect this when it does break 985s. It might give us some sort of smooth move down. It's not too worried about this. Actually, 975 is also a problem. Let's have a look. Yeah, right about now. Actually, actually, it's a crucial time. Right about now, this needs to get taken out. So I think it looks good to me. It really looks good. Don't know, something's wrong with my voice today. I don't know. Just can't. Come on, Ater. Just need that volume to come in. 960. There goes our Ater. Come on, Ater. There we go. That's more like it. Let's go, Ater. Right about now, guys, you can bring your stop down to break even, up to break even. Sorry. That's what I'm gonna do. Just trying to take some out here. There we go. There we go. Took some out. 1005s. 1005s, guys. Got some out around here, guys. Beautiful exit. What am I doing? That's an exit, so it should be red. Alright, looking good. There we go. Crdf. Crdf finally gave out. Okay, so this is what I was expecting from Crdf, guys. This one here. Now we can start looking for shorts on this. With a stop over 840s. Right, anybody took that Ater thing? ATER? Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm looking for a short on Crdf as well, guys. Around here with a stop just over 830. Just a little bit early. I could have waited another few bars here, but I feel like it's not gonna come. So I might enter early. If it does pop up to 825s, I might re-add as well. So I am starting on Crdf with a risk over 830s. There it goes. Lovely. I've started around 817s, guys, over here. Just over here. There we go. Voila. Alright, now comes the momentum. Hopefully this is just gonna be the beginning of the end. And obviously we are looking at around 830, just the break of 830. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I just like the daily on Ater. As I mentioned, yes, Ater, when we did enter, it was kind of like iffy at that time. But the thing is, it was definitely worth the risk because if it was holding above the VWAP and it's just climbing up slowly in with the stability. Now, once you start seeing that, as long as it's not washing off under the VWAP, and as long as it's doing that higher highs and keep attacking the highs, the break could be very successful. As you can see, this is quite a good example of it. It didn't really parabolic to the highs, did it? It just went slowly, came back, slowly came back. So what it's doing is this I call a stable move. It looks choppy, but it's a very, very stable move, and it's just gearing up for something bigger. Um, that was the main thesis behind it, but obviously, you know, the daily was also behind it. You can see that huge volume coming in, so huge interest coming into this stock. Okay, Afrm. Now come some opportunities on these stocks that we're watching. Afrm under nice. It could be the backside. I'm gonna wait for it to pop to 90. Afrm. It is stuck on that downtrend. Which one are we talking about? Ater? You're talking about over here. Are we talking about over here right about now? Oh, previously. Okay. I get what you mean. It's just obviously discretion comes to it as well, isn't it? It's like yeah, I know 100% what you mean over here. It was a bit early. I did mention that it is early, and my big. Come on, be big. You son of a big. I'm just gonna make sure that this breaks, and when it does, I have got a good trade in my hands. So here we go. It's gonna cover pretty much everything. Yep, looking good. Looking good, BB. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Here we go. 960s. Come, give me 960s. Take some out. Not too much, just some. Alright, Bbig. I'm trying 960s, but it's popping. No, it's bouncing. I should not be too stingy. Hold on. It's broken this. I'll wait for it. Stop goes just over a break even on this one on Bbig. Ater. Come on, Ater. Let's go. 965. Guys, Ater. If you haven't taken any, just try to bank in some. Put your stop just under 960s. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, here we go. Crdf looking really nice. Oh yeah. Crdf. Come on, Crdf. Give me some. Guys, Ater looks really nice at the 1040 area, but I would definitely recommend take some out around that area. That is the previous day's highs, which got badly rejected from. So do not ignore, please don't ignore that area. Doesn't matter what it does after that. I've taken some out on 790s, around 790s on CRDF as well. 790s right about here. Sorry, I've got quite a few trades running. Usually I don't. And that Ater is actually rejecting from that daily, so gotta be a bit careful on this, guys. Just remember that 1040 area is a zone, not a number. So we are already rejecting from that zone. So as you can see how you see that daily zone here, 1040s, 37s. That's what I'm talking about. And do not forget to bank in, guys. Nice, well done, awesome stuff. That might be a good thing. If you're doing one in, one out, beautiful, really good management. That's a really good RR on that. Okay. All right. I will explain you how I look at things as a downtrend and just yeah later on. What else I was looking at earlier that had some potential? Jay, are you still in CRDF with me? I know you took it early and you took that pain, but it was worth it, I guess. um, you had to go through that pain, but yeah, I think it seems like it paying off. Really nice. I'm gonna let the remaining one run, Jay. I'm expecting a little bit of a bounce. If it does pop, I will add to it as well. Lovely, lovely. That's what I'm talking about. We are looking good in these trades. Apart from that bloody Bbig. Shoot. I just wanted to take it at 960. It just got greedy. I mean, RR was completely there, more than definitely more than 2, maybe even close to 3R on the original, but it just was a bit greedy. But yeah, I'm just waiting on it to actually start trading over tens. If it does, then I might get out. I've got a few other good trades running, so I don't really mind. Crdf. Now, on this one, if it does wash 780s, I will take some more out, because what I'm seeing here is quite a bit of extension. I expect a little bit of a bounce. There it goes. I'm ready to take some out, guys. Okay, get ready, get ready. I just needed a little bit more wash than this, because it's very close to my first partial. Yeah, that CRDF, I just it was such a pain here, right over here. There were quite a lot of signs for rejection from 860, so I was definitely watching 850s and 860 zones. Um, Quite clearly, it never actually managed to break that zone. As soon as it went up, it just was hunting for those orders basically, and once it got, um, just finally gave up. That's when I realized over here there was an entry here on my stop, um, but I think because it was doing this so much that I had to wait for that confirmation. So yeah, that's probably what. Now just tighten the stops if you can. But if you have only 30% left, just trail stop it with the view up, maybe something like that. That's what I'm planning to do. Ater is just coming back down. Kind of expected, to be honest, on Ater. I am gonna have a little bit of a room on this, so under VWAP. My stop is under VWAP if it does break it. Now, I don't like the way it's washing, yes, but it does have a potential. Now, what I would like to do is I want to see that tends to be reclaimed. If it doesn't reclaim quickly, then I'll be a bit worried, because what we are seeing right now is so you got to be very careful with these moves. This move could actually take us out, so I don't want to be. Hopefully we're gonna avoid that. Hopefully this is something like that, like this. So we are looking for something like that instead of the other way around. So we'll wait for that 10 to hold if it does reclaim. Right about now it's actually holding to the wrong side, which is not good. Yeah, that's not looking good, guys. I should have taken some out here, but right about here is staying under 10. I want to really pay close attention to this, because I want that 10s to get taken. I don't want it to stay under 10s, because if it does, that's a short that's that's actually a short setup for me. So let's see. First of all, okay, there. Look at the numbers on 10. Did you just see that? Numbers on 10. Now, if that gets taken out, then it's really good for us. But if that holds, yeah, that's what I meant. But remember, this Ater, because of daily, I am more inclined towards it's gonna. This is just a healthy pullback. Now, as you can see, it's breaking that, but now I don't want it to come back under 10. If it does, then head and shoulder could be guaranteed, which it's doing right now. So we can tighten the stop here, guys. Be very careful on this because that rejection, you see, instant rejection after the break of 10. So that's no good. Right. Line 17s. Guys, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna if it does start to break this area here, 979s, I'm gonna come out of this. But the good thing is it's actually reclaiming that 10 now. I want to see how it reacts around that 10.05s, 10.03s now. But you can definitely keep the stop 980s, under 980s here. Usually I wouldn't do that. But it's just screaming at me that, yeah, I want to be like a reversal pattern here. Just watch out. So I can't ignore that. If that wasn't the case, then I would have just kept it under VWAP and trail stop it. So I'm just watching it really closely. 977s. Okay, here we go, Ater. No Ater, sorry, don't go. I was talking about, okay, I'm out. I had put my stop there, guys, 978s. I'm out on Ater. As you can see quite clearly, that reversal pattern. Anyways, our 8 Crdf is doing all right. Just broken the range, the low of day, and if it does stay under that low of day, it looks good for us. Now, if it does stay there, then we can put our stop just over 8, which means we're going to be banking on some more here. Ater, I feel like it might have just shanked us out. But there is a short setup here, so I am happy with the exit here, guys. Yeah, I'm out on Bbig as well. Bbig has gotten me on kind of like a break even. Bbig break even here. Just had to put my over here. It's done so much of a move. This was very badly managed trade. I have to put my hands up. This was extremely badly managed trade. The position partials were there, quite a few chances, especially under the low of day break. 100% chances were there to take the partial, and then the rest could have taken me out on the break even. I should still have been okay with this name. Now, because I was stubborn a little bit to get more from this, I just gave up on the good winner. So that is something I need to really look back and really talk about it to myself. So yeah, I'm not happy with the Bbig trade itself, but the rest we are good to go. Ater, look at this, to the tick, guys, to the tick. Same thing we discussed, right? It cannot get any more clearer than this. Boom. Target VWAP. I saw the short setup here under 10 anyways. If I wasn't long, I would have taken that. That for Ater, that could pose a problem for it to go down. And also it could be another pause. If it starts to pause up here for a while and then starts creeping back up, then it could go for another move to break the recent highs, yesterday's highs. So it'll be an interesting watch for the later on Ater. I've got really bad headphones that just gives me a headache. If I wear it like this, I think the volume gets a bit problematic. If on max band, so right. Otherwise, you won't be able to hear me. Yeah, I need the new good mic. Just waiting on. I mean, it does the job, but it's not as crisp as other mics. It's just one of those. Let me see this. This is, I think, one of those gaming, but really low budget gaming headphones. What's it called? Turtle Beach. Okay. I have to be careful. I sometimes change the volume depending on the position and the situation. So I have to be careful, Silver. Just don't want to give you some, ear problems in the future. Okay, Neo. All right. PLTR and Neo. Right. So, okay. Go AAL. Go AL. I've got a swing trade on you. Shoot. CLOV. Yeah, I think Ater might be going for another round, guys. ATER might be going for another round. Yeah. So this was not nice of Ater. It just took us out and then it went. It's just this wash over here, especially from 1040 level, daily level, got me a bit worried. That's why I had to move my stop up. But it would have been here under VWAP anyways if that wasn't the case. If it had drifted down slowly, like over here, that's a healthy pullback. I expect that anyways, and I did expect a good retracement from this level or pullback, but not this, not with this momentum. When I see this momentum, it's usually the shifting in the direction, sort of price action. That's why I had to be. Still, nevertheless, don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful trade. It's lovely. Just obviously, you know, we are always never happy, right? We're never happy. There's like we're talking 930s and 9. What was 910 was the stop, something like that, right? So we had 20 cents on it, 20 cents stop, and we managed to get what 990s to 930s, about 60 cents. That's still 3 to 1, right? This is the issue with day trading, isn't it? Like you're never happy. Nah, but I'm just joking, guys. If you had traded well, it's never about the outcome. It's about the process. If you followed the setup properly to the according to the rules, that should be the deciding factor whether the day was good or not. So yeah, today I'm like 50-50 because of Bbig. So I need to go back on these trades and sort myself out. Ater, you know, don't know. I have already taken that long, so no. The only thing, the only entry was here. I did mention this zone could be could cause a problem. Now remember, these, as I said, it's not a level. It's not 960. It's actually a zone. So you can just keep like 5 cents of margin in between the level. Like let's say 959, right? You want to keep like 5 cents for 5 cents margin for this to be a nice little zone. Now anytime it does pop into that, as you can see over here quite clearly. So I never use a well, I do use, but if I have to, let's say this is my level, I'll consider this level to be here and here, in between this area here. So that level, I'm not saying that's a level now, but imagine that's a level. I'll look at it like this. Something like that. Yeah, that's how you want to look at a level. Right? Hope that makes sense. Alright, I am not trading much at the moment. I've got Crdf and it's looking rather tasty. Boom, 777 needs to break so that I can put my stop just over 8. Once it breaks, then I can take some out and I can relax on it. Actually, Ater right now is not a bad one. Over here there was no setup. Over here there's a setup. Just on that a little price action here. This price action here. Right over here is a setup. 1009s, 1007s, something like that. That there was a long, not before it, not yeah, over here maybe, but not here, nowhere here. The long is here with a stop just under 10, by the way. But I'm done with it. Right, we were gonna talk about something earlier. I forgot. What was it, guys? We were gonna discuss something. And before I go, I want to cover that topic. Ah, yeah, I think something to do with yesterday's Ater move. Okay, I got it. So, I don't know, I think Solid is left. So, I don't know whether he is here. Be nice to... Is Solid here? War is here, okay. Right, let's cover that topic so that it's slightly a bit more, because I think he's quite confused about it. I mean, I can understand if you have different education from either books or other resources. It could be kind of hard because if it's clashing with the way, let's say, I trade. So I'm gonna try and explain how I think of things and why. I'll come back to this trade here for the recap, but I think we were talking about okay, here. First of all, this level here, I believe it came from daily. I might be mistaken on that, but that level came from daily. Let's say it came from daily. So I had this level that I wanted to break. I wanted it to break. Now this is not anticipation and anticipatory entry. I want to explain you how I would take a breakout trade if I were to take. Now, taking a trade here is not it's completely different setup. Don't get me wrong. This trade here is completely different setup. It's not a breakout setup. The breakout entry is here. Now, let me zoom in on that. That's just getting a little bit too zoomed in. Okay, that's you guys can clear now. Let's say this zone is my breakout zone or area, right? It broke out. This is not a breakout. It is actually a really good sign for a breakout. The way it finished, the way it ended up. What do I mean by that? Have a look at this bar and have a look at the volume, right? Is that candle in itself, you know, if you study candles, shows strength. Okay, it's not confirmed yet because as soon as it opens it could just shrug down. Now you want to look at the next candles. A lot of people, what they would do is, well, they've got a good level and they start taking trades just 5 cents over, things like that, and then this happens, right? I don't do that. That's why I don't really like that breakout trades. I do take breakout trades, but always on this bar. So I will let something close above the breakout area, few bars, and then wait for that pullback to the specific area that it broke from. Now that also means that you would never get a chance on certain stocks, but that's fine. I'm okay with that, right? But I will always wait for this pullback. You know why I do that? Because I want to make sure this is not a fake breakout one, right? Let's say over here it broke out and we are looking at this bar here. Actually, let me bring it down to here, because once we start seeing those, because we are experts in hindsight, right? Everybody is right. Okay, now you see it broke out. I've got few bars there. That in itself is telling me, well, yep, it's broken that successfully. Yes, it did come back down here, but it is showing sign that it has broken and staying above it. That's why I always say, guys, I'm gonna put my stop under the VWAP, but I need it to break it. This is not a break of VWAP. That's not a break of VWAP. This probably is. Now that's exactly the same true for the breakouts. So breaks out, comes back down. Anything that comes back and starts holding on this level here is your entry then. That's how I take breakout trades. It's actually waiting after the effect, because what I've found is these days, in fact for the last few years, things have changed and markets are always changing. What we used to get was breakout traders extremely doing well. Why? Because as soon as you start to get this, the follow through would come and the pullback never comes. Most of the time it doesn't come. So in those kind of scenarios, and according to by the way, there is the Ater is doing really well. Anyways, so things have changed. What's happening right now is, especially in these small names or a small cap or whatever you want to call it, what they do is there's a lot of liquidity hunts. Now, if they want a lot of orders to get filled, or they want to do stop runs, the best area for them to do is outside of a level, right? Outside of a level. VWAP is actually a great place for them to do that. You see this here? That's a clear sign of that. So we don't want to get caught in that, right? We really don't want to get caught in that, because if you do, you are actually getting caught in their game. We want to make sure now what I've been doing is I have been patient on the breakouts. Yes, they do run, but every now and then that it doesn't run and it pauses here few bars, that's actually a really good area for me to take a long. Why? First of all, it's confirmation. Yes, confirmation that it is trading above it and confirmed. Secondly, most importantly for me, as you know guys, I'm very stingy with my stop. If I had taken this, I would never have put my stop here. If I had, I'd be like freaking shaking every second. That's how I am, guys. I like my stops to be really, really tight. That's why I missed some really good trades, but that's okay. This is what I mean. Like once it does pull back to the level, that actually gives you a nice little area to put your risk on. So that's how I take breakout trades. And when I mention I don't like to take breakout in itself, is this. I mean here, right? Hope that makes sense. That is my way of approaching a level breakout. Ater, you just shanked us out and went. 1040s, that's the daily level, is attacking. Look at the volume coming in, so that's a good sign. Volume coming in, so that should break, hopefully. Whoever's in this looks good. Now if you were in anywhere here, definitely a partial is due here, but I think it's looking rather good, tasty, strong. Keep some. I would say maybe under stop goes under 10, and just trail the stop. Yeah, looks good, looks good. Yes, that's as I said, that's not a breakout trade. That's another setup. I have another setup to take that, and also it comes from discretionary side of trading. Right? That's nothing to do with breakout setup. This is nothing to do with breakout setup. It's a bigger picture setup basically. But silver, as soon as I mean over here, it was fine. It was gearing up to for this move, so I would have stayed and at least until 10:45, take some out. Now, are you doing one in, one out? If you're doing one in out, one out, around 10 entry and then 10:40 exit is perfectly fine. That's how I would have done it. But if you're doing multiple exits, 10:40s is your partial, and then this thing. Remember, we kept on talking about this. The daily, if it had broken that 10, which one are we? Yeah, over here. You see, 950s it was the crucial area we wanted it to break. Now it broke with some really massive strength. So the daily side of things, it's got some really decent potential. That's what I would say. Yes, silver. Jeez. Watch it go to probably 12, 14 and beat yourself. This is what I mean. Like, we're never having this is extreme. um, Day trading can be extremely hard because we we will always um, it's like the outcome, isn't it? Like, I could have just exited here, I could have taken more. It's all about outcome. But let me ask you this: did you follow your rules by the entry and the exit? If you had, then you should be really, really happy with this trade. Doesn't matter if it gives you 10 cents or $1. So this breakout here never give you a pullback. This breakout here, okay, this breakout has just happened now. Wait for it. Sometimes it might never, as I said, might never. But let's for educational purposes, actually, let's draw our zone here. Our zone is actually a little bit down here. So our zone would look like this. Now remember, this line here is yesterday's high, so that actually is my level there. So the zone will look something like that. Now it's broken successfully. Just wait on it to pull back. But have a look at this move. We're talking from 860s to 1080s. So the first move, breakout, and maybe, but breakout pulls back, that's your entry. I did mention this as well, that zone, if it does come back, that will pose a problem. Now I wasn't really paying attention too much on it, but if I saw that candles rejection, bouncing off of it, and reclaim, especially reclaim of 10s, would have been a nice little hint there. But after it start breaking, it's just too late for me. I didn't take it. So Yeah, that's high of day, previous high of day, and it's broken. Now it's coming back and pulling back. Now, if this bar stays red and then next bar starts to go green, um, this what's gonna happen is this is gonna give you lower, higher, low. That means you can actually rely if this holds though. That's the thing. If this holds. Now let's say if this goes up to 1060s, there you go. It's actually doing that now. That might be a good thing that it does. Let's wait on it. Now, personally, I wouldn't take this because it's actually second major breakout and it's done huge move up. Though, so probabilities are quite low. Now, let's say if this is the first one here, this area is perfect. Right about now, actually, 1056, 57s, and then your stop is just 1040, right here, 1040s. Maybe a bit lower actually because you want to keep it at the slightly lower section of the breakout area, so maybe 1035, something like that. So 1056 your entry, 1040s, 15 cents. There it goes. There it goes. That's there's your live example. I don't care what it does now. That's what I mean by your entry and your waiting for that move. Now let's let's talk about what if you had entered here. Where's your stop? You don't have anything. You don't have any lows, anything to base your stop on. So you would be just blindly or just out of nowhere putting your stop. Oh, okay, I'll put it under this and that. But over here, you've got something. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I will try to put those. By the way, have you guys noticed I have been putting these on the recent streams, the chapters. So if let's say if I talk about some breakout ideas, I will go back to my stream and then start putting these timestamps for as chapters, so it wouldn't have to be difficult to find it. So you will definitely see it under chapters. So just stay tuned for that. I'm gonna start to do that, and by doing that, hopefully that's gonna take some pressure off me to make recap videos, because I've been making recap videos, but that's I don't know whether you guys tell me, is that something I should carry on, or is it something that I should do once in a while? It's just every day I have to make it, and I thought, like, if people can benefit from my trades, what they will do is they will watch the recap and then go to the stream. That was the basic idea behind it, and I can see clearly that a lot of people are doing that and benefiting from it, which is great. But shall I keep on doing it, like, every single day, or is it something specific that could help people? That's what I should I don't know really, to be honest. Yeah, that was the idea, Jay. Just bite size, like 5 to 10 minutes. It's not more than, I think most of them are under 10 minutes, anyways. Yeah, you might want to do that because I do speak slowly. How dare you, guys? We have a traitor here. Yeah, I think that I would definitely recommend that. Definitely recommend. There's a lot. Obviously, there's a lot to cover. Uh, but there are. I will tell you this though. There are some live streams that I've done in the past. There are some decent gems in there, and there's no recaps on that. What I mean is, I haven't done any recap on those. This was basically somebody asking some questions about certain setups, certain things. I did cover them a little bit in detail, but I I have no idea which ones are they. If you come across it, then very good. Enjoy it and spend some time learning that. Right? Um, yeah. It might be worth it because you do 1.5 speed anyway. So there's your trade. Um, solid. This is perfectly live example of what I meant by don't buy here, but buy here, right? 1056. Also, you have to remember, I will not just talk about these with any stocks. The daily has to be there for you, right? Daily has to be. Look at this daily. Like, it's it's so like it's really sort of because if anybody looks at it with a little bit of technical knowledge, like they can't ignore that, right? Especially this day ending up with this much volume, right? Uh, so you just have to put that bigger picture behind your trades, and you will be good. I'm looking at my trade, and it looks so s- such a weak trade against actually this trade or that trade. This trade here. But anyways, yeah, lovely move on Ater, ATR. We managed to catch at least, well, not the meat of it. I wouldn't say. Usually I managed to catch the meat of it, um, but still really good exit. I believe. Yeah, nice one. Amazing. Beautiful, beautiful. It looks really good. As I did mention over here when it was breaking out, it was really showing sign of strength. And the breakout, you can tell like when it does break out, it shows you signs right over here. It broke the zone and strength coming in, strength coming in. Only this part just confused, well, tricked us. But after it bounced back, again strong breakout, and then continues on. It's fine. It's fine. Green is green. You cannot deny that. What I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna run my Crdf. It is getting ready for that breakdown now, right about now. In fact, 775 needs to break. Once it does, then I'm expecting a nice wash. So what I will do is I'll put a limit order 760s. If it does wash there, then we can take some more out and then let the rest run with a stop just close to 8. We are in a really good decent position on this, to be honest. One partial already taken out, the second one looks beautiful. I'm really happy with that. So I will keep an eye on this on the side, and I don't want to really go because Ater is starting a party, right? I don't like to leave a party like this, but If I stay here, I might be tempted to short it, which is, which I don't think today is a good idea unless it actually completely rejects and start trading under, let's say, tens. 10 will be a crucial area in this stock. Oh, okay, get ready. Crdf, get ready, Jay. That might have been really good exit actually. Yeah, I'm waiting to take some out on CRDF. Come on, give me 760s. I was expecting a little bit more on that. Okay, 7 nice. My screen is too small. You can't see this? The whole thing? Maybe I should get rid of this. And also maybe make it bigger, something like that. I could make this bigger. You guys have any problem with my monitor, with my screens? Is it hard to see? Okay, yeah. If you had like bigger laptop or bigger screen, you should be able to see the whole thing. Cause my screen that I'm using on this one is the smallest. So yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, Andrew is yeah, it's gotta be alright. Otherwise, I'm worried because I'll have to look for something else. Yes, that's true. Check your YouTube settings. Make sure it is actually fixed on 1080p. That way you might get a little bit delayed data, but it might be worth it, especially when we're talking about things where you have to see the levels and areas, right? Yeah, set it to large. See, I'm not that much of an expert on TOS. I just simply use it for charting purposes. I am perfect, but um, yeah. I can, you know, if majority has problem, if majority of you guys are having problem with the I know that daily is on the corner. It's just for reference purposes only. I barely look at it. Once I see a daily, I know behind this is that daily. But it's just for you guys to see what I'm looking at as well. But I don't really need that daily. The main area here is that what I'm looking at all the time. Yeah, might be because it's live streaming and YouTube side as well. It could be YouTube side. Yeah, Andrew. Again, you wanna. I think there's a way to set it up on when you're watching YouTube on your account. You make sure you set it to at least 720 fixed. Don't let it like change it randomly. I don't know whether you can do that, but I believe you can, because I have done it in the past. Ah, okay. You can do that, can you? I will only average you. I will only change it. By the way, welcome. I think you are new. I will only do that if everybody is having trouble with it, because at the moment what I see is okay for me. settings. It's good to know where it is though. At the right settings, application setup, select large. Okay, application setup. Let's see. Display. Where is it? Under system, Joe? Alright, I'll come back to that. I'll find it anyways. I am trying to get some out on Crdf. Once I do that, guys, I will be okay with this trailing stop. Okay, come on, Crdf 760s. Give me that. So I want to take some out on Crdf 766. 67s. Trying to take some out. 767s. If I can, if they can fool me. Okay. Look and feel. I got you. Gotcha. Oh, okay. Even better. 760s. Let's go. 761s. Okay, 761s. I took some out, guys, and I don't have much. 761. Boom. Here we go. Beautiful trade, by the way. With a risk of 816. What was our risk? 830s. So 15 cents risk. Yeah, around 830s, I think. 15-20 cents risk, and we've got this, and still going. So not too shabby. Let's talk about Neo now. Okay, Neo daily. Yep, I had that. If anything, I'm looking for a short on this. But the issue with this is there could be a short here at 38.59s with a stop 38.69s, 10 cents only. It's not the best of setups, but what you're seeing here is double top rejection. Double top rejection. And you wanna also look at the daily. Daily has been weak. Overall general direction of daily is very weak, and also recent direction is also quite weak. Now I did mention on this that if it does pop, which it did, there might be an opportunity for a short. So overall generally daily and bigger picture looks good for a short, but just that intraday action isn't there. Now over here there was a nice little action here, but over here, as you can see, slow. Now slow doesn't have momentum. Slow means it's just gonna chop around or give you that but if this move was more like this or that, then yeah, there was a short definitely here or here, towards the VWAP basically, if you're asking about that. Yeah, no, silver, sorry, solid. I am only looking for shorts on this at the moment. I will only look for shorts at the moment. Yeah, I wouldn't look for longs. No. No, it's not strong. The stock isn't strong. You have to have that daily behind you if you're gonna do that, especially at the let me show you. Let's say this is the top half, this is the mid half, and this is the lower half, right? Especially at this this red zone here, No way I'm gonna be taking long on a stock that doesn't show me strength on a daily, right? Um, you understand what I'm saying? Like, yes, it could be on the yellow area, it could be on the blue, but never on the red, because it's right at the top. It's already done its move. And for me, my plan was on this, if it does pop to 39s, which almost did, I will look to short it. So I probably would have shorted it somewhere here if I was watching it. Yeah, trying to read things with the bigger picture behind it. My stop on Crdf will come back to over here, guys. Better to leave it over 8, but I'm gonna keep it 795s. 795s. My rest of the positions about 25% on that. If it does take me out, that's fine. But my target on this, maybe I'm being a bit too greedy. Around, not really. 750 is achievable on this, as you can see. It's yesterday's high. So 752, 53, anywhere there, I will take everything off. Because after that, I don't think it's gonna drift anymore. Right? Okay, let's try the let me just take it here. Look and feel. Font size. We can go for large. Okay, all right. Dude, that's quite large. That's quite large, and I would not be able to. Is that better for you guys? That's not better for me though. That's the thing. Sorry. That's probably why I kept it small, because my screen isn't big enough for this. I think I should be putting it on the other screens. Look and feel. I'll keep it on medium. How about that? We meet in the middle. What do you say, guys? Just meet me in the middle. That one was too large. Sorry. Yeah, I'm okay with this one. I like this actually. It's good on the eyes. The medium is, I think, much better. Yeah. This one I like. Yeah, I will keep this. Really like it. Yep. Come on. So we are good with that. And also, wow, okay, that's really good. When I explained the level 2, I should have done that. Damn. Now it's quite clear, guys. Can you see? Where is it? Here. Maybe I'll do another explanation using this this size here. Looks really good. I think, I've realized that yeah, Joe, no worries. Thanks, man. Thanks. I'll get you some good trades. I'll cover my charge. What was I mentioning? That Twitch, I haven't tried it. I've tried a few tests on it, but I think they are quite much better than YouTube. Like they're literally like no delay at all. Even if it is, it's like minor. We're talking a second. That's what I felt when I was testing it. Anybody has any experience with that, or? Okay guys, so what I'm gonna do is to keep it simple and easier for me for later on, I'm gonna cover my trades today and do the trade recap so I can make and put this in the video. So we started with Bbig. Let's talk about trade recap. We started out with Bbig. I shorted it around the 1022s about after seeing this rejection from 1060s. I was a bit short biased to be honest, and I should start shorting 1022s with a stop over that area a little bit higher. That was the plan, a little bit higher. I think 1040s maybe even. But what happened was it was holding off there. It was holding off, and it wasn't just having that follow through. What I expected from it was after a few bars it would just come back under VWAP and start trading under it, which it didn't. So I exited quite early with a very minimal loss. We're talking about 6 cents, 7 cents on that, so pretty much nothing. But the main one was, and also this is not a big loser. The second trade I took on Bbig was actually a long setup, and this is slight chase, but it was just around, let's say 1030s. Yep, it was the 1030s, and with the stop under 1010s, 20 cents stop. Now Bbig has been running in the past, guys. As you can see clearly on the daily, it has some momentum. So when it does decide to run, it does run. So it was definitely worth taking that risk of 20 cents. But what I didn't do is, because I think I was busy with other trades as well, it completely rejected from the breakout area. Usually I tend to find able to find that breakout slightly earlier, a bar before it, which in this case was the case. But as soon as I saw that rejection, I should have been out on this red bar here. But I just left my stop as the original stop, and I got stopped out. Maybe I gave about 10 more cents on it, which is not that bad. Now once it broke under VWAP and started trading under a 10s, that's when I realized, well, this might be it, because it might have made its mind, and now it wants to just drift off to at least to the lows and break the lows. So that was the idea behind the next short, a 10, just over 10, with a stop over VWAP. This was also a very tiny stop. We were talking about something like that, 10.07 to 10.20, it's about 15-20 cents a stop. Now I'm not happy how I dealt with this trade. Entry was really good, stop was very well managed and also calculated, but I'm not happy with the partial. There's no partials at all. Can you see the difference between the stop and the partial area? That's at least 2 to 1. Now usually in my rules, anything that gives me more than 2 to 1, start taking partials. I don't care what it does, especially on the rejection of a something like that on the green bar. I should have taken partials. Now on this one, I know why I didn't take the partial. I was slightly emotional, and that's exactly why I am not happy with this trade. Nothing to do with PNL. I'm barely down on it because control risk. But this here was a really bad trade. Partial should have been here, and then the rest, maybe about 60% left, should have been taken out on break even. Okay, so I actually did not follow my rules here. I have to be hard on myself on these things, because if I don't, then guys, I'll be doing that over and over again, which I really don't want to go into that. Right, so that is Bbig. What was the next trade? Let's have a look. I had Bbig and I had Ater. Okay, let's talk about before Ater, Crdf. Now Crdf initially it gapped up quite a bit, guys. We were talking 730s, 740s to, let's say, 8s, right? Over here I left it alone because I saw that, you know, initially I had a short bias on it. I really did. I thought, okay, if that 850, 860s hold, I'm just going to look for shorts. but if that breaks, then it could also go for a nice little push or a squeeze. So I don't want to get caught in that as well. So I waited, which was really good decision. I waited until it made its decision right over here. Now it initially it broke above the VWAP and start trading over and under and over it, but keep coming back between the zone 856 and 827s. It kept on trading in between, so basically in a range. Now I couldn't trade that because first of all, I don't have a setup for that. Second of all, it's just not, I don't have an edge there. So once it broke that, okay, that's when I realized, okay, well, it's done its job. It's made up its mind. Now it's shown its weakness. That's when I took the trade 816, slightly late. Would have been better if it was 820s, but that's fine. But this was also controlled risk with 830, I believe. Stop. I might be mistaken on that. Over VWAP basically. And let it run towards the lows. First partial towards the lows here, and let the other one run. Second partial just about earlier. 762s, 61s in fact, I think. And then I have my trailing stop just over 795s. Right, so it's already looking like a really nice trade. I am looking at this probably more than 3 to 1. So hopefully it will be more than 3 to 1, even if it does get if I do get stopped out. Right, so that is CRDF. Probably let's say 3 to 1. Just let's write this down actually for the sake of so plus 3R on CRDF. AMC, we had a loser, one AMC. This is my setup there. I'm happy with that. Traded 45 under 46 basically. Stop over VWAP, and I got stopped out about with the 20 cents. I think maybe more than that. I would say 30 cents. Yeah, around 30 cents stop on this. Definitely minus 1R on it. Minus 1R. But I'm happy with this trade because I stuck to my rules. There was a setup there. I took it. Obviously, everything isn't going to be a winner. But we've been crushing it on AMC, by the way. Every single day almost. So minus 1R on AMC. Now, Ater. Ater was a really beautiful trade. We managed to take it around 930s. In fact, that was the entry with a 910 stop. I believe it was under 910. So 20 cents stop, guys. The idea behind was, I'll just keep it simple. Daily looked extremely strong. There was a momentum. Huge volume came in yesterday, and today I felt like it wants to continue and have a second day momentum, second continuation day. So that was the idea behind it, but I was gonna wait for it until it shows a sign of strength, which over here it was showing slowly, as you can see. Let's go back here when I took the trade. It did chop around a little bit. I was worried about this wash, and at that point I was saying, oh, maybe it's actually not going to continue. And I was saying to myself, well, anything under 9, if it starts to trade under 9, then I'm going to just leave it alone. But it started to climb back up, but with some really stable move. The way it moved had some strength behind it, but it seemed like it was gearing up for something bigger. Usually these kind of moves tend to bring in something strong. These kind of moves don't last that long, as you can see, especially at the open, you know. But I was watching this as above VWAP, and I wanted to give it some really extra time, like half an hour or 20 minutes above VWAP. See what it does. It still hung around there. So as soon as volume start coming in over here, as you can see on my entry, right about here, right there, volume really came in. on my entry right over, sorry. So the entry was here, volume came in here, so that was actually a clue for me to take that long over 930 with a 20-cent stop. And then definitely was waiting for this to get taken out. Once it did, it had a really nice move. My first exit 1005s were beautiful exits. I was really happy with that. Managed to get almost top ticked it, and then just trailed stop, just kept trailing stop it. Now with this trailing stop, I was keeping it here, close to break even under VWAP. But what I did was, I wasn't really happy with this rejection on the daily. This was our daily level here, and this rejection came in quite strong. And usually after these kind of rejections, we do tend to get some reversals, at least to the VWAP. So I was a bit edgy on that. That's why I moved my stop just under this swing low when it created here. So I got stopped out around 980s on the remaining partial, but still a very good trade. I would definitely stay around 3 hours on this, because if we look at it, that's our I believe that's our risk, and so that's yeah, that's our stop. Yeah, definitely more than 3 to 1, but I'll just keep it simple, 3 to plus 3 hour on this. So just give me a second, guys, let me just finish this. So plus 3 are on Ater, but there was a lot of opportunities on Ater for long. We discussed it in the live stream as well, guys. If you wanna really understand breakouts, then go through this stream right at the end and watch these areas that we talked about, this breakout trading. So that could help you out. But anyways, let's get back to the rest. What else did we have? I think that's pretty much it, right? I believe that's it. Okay, so total we've got a plus 3R on, just gonna write it down here, plus 3R on Crdf, plus 3R on Ater, what, on Ater, and then minus 1R on AMC, Bbig, I'll just say minus 1R on it because I didn't have that much, maybe just over 1R. I'll just keep it simple, minus 1R on that, because the risk was tight on it, on Bbig. Okay, so let's have a look. So we've got 4R plus 4R, right? If I'm not mistaken, for the day, total 4R. I'm okay with that. So sounds about right. Let's have a look at the results that I have on the platform. So, okay. Yeah, that's about right, guys. Total plus 4R, maybe a bit less than that, to be honest. But I'll just keep it simple. Total 4R. I'm quite happy with it, especially after messing up the Bbig right here. So that's fine. Anyways, guys, so that's the end for the recap, and now I can get back to the questions. What do we have? Let me just Right, with the volume, does it matter? No, it doesn't matter, red or green, it doesn't matter, just because it's actually a green. Green volume means that that bar was green. That bar finished green. That's all there is to it. I don't care about the colors. In fact, I do on my platforms, I have this one specific color as it's like this color, light blue, sky blue. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. Let's have a look. We had earlier Neo. Okay, something to remember, guys. Maybe keep an eye on. Sometimes we forget things, but this is quite important things. Maybe you want to write this down. We have different sections of trading, right? Let me bring something that is more interesting than that. Clove, most of them, yeah. So Neo is fine. So we've got different sections in trading. Obviously, we know pre-market, right? But after it opens, that initial 5 to 10 minutes, guys. The initial 5 to 10 minutes is what's called a choppy zone. There's a lot of things that happens because you can Google this or you can try to research it, but usually the case is that you will get a lot of chop around that 5 to 10 minutes mark, right? And then we have the second until 10:30, around this area here. This zone, sorry, let me just do it differently. Okay, this zone here will bring a lot of momentum. Trades will work with better RR, so follow through will be there, right? There's a lot of good things about this zone here, this time frame, right? And then we will get into this time frame. Let me just change this. Now this time frame goes all the way to the power hour, guys. This time frame, this yellow one, goes all the way to the power hour, just an hour or an hour and a half before the close. This one, avoid trading if you can. I try to avoid it. Avoid trading. Choppy, low volume, not many traders, not as many traders trading at this time. There's a lot of other reasons, but those on the top of my head, I might have forgotten some very important bits. But this zone, guys, avoid if you can. Just remember on the back of your minds, guys, this zone, if you're trading, take very, very small amount of shares if you can. But having said that, you can actually trade this area, but not the way I trade. For my data, no, it's a big no for me, because my data showed that, well, I don't really do well in this time frame at all. So I try to avoid this as much as I can, because I am chasing momentum all the time. If there is no momentum, in fact, in this one, no momentum at all. It's just range bound, mostly low volume, low liquidity, low interest. So that's why I leave that alone, and it works out great for me. But if you're one of those who are like, well, a reversal trader, maybe range bound trader, it could actually work out really well, but it just doesn't work for me. This is where I live, right? This is my area. This is my home, my hometown. This is where my home is, right? Boom, boom. So this area, this time frame, I will keep on trading if there's an opportunity. But once it goes to this, after 10:30, then yeah, things get a bit edgy. Anyways, that's what I want to talk about. If you can remember the time frame when you're trading, that will make decisions slightly more much easier for you guys in the long run. Small little things that like that will help big time in the long run for sure. Right, guys, that's it for me. That's me done for the day. Plus 4R, not too shabby. I'm happy with that. Hope you guys did well, and I will look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, 9:15 EST. Right? We have a deal. Tomorrow, 9:15 EST. See you guys in the stream. Take it easy. Stay safe. Ciao.